Jesus. Brandon, we got a show to do. Can you stop singing, please, for like 5 minutes? Can we get into the show? This is a football program that we are trying to do here. It's called the Grossi Perna Show, not Gross Perna Singing. Okay.
Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo, Imika and Big Boo.
I think I could rap over that. I think you're muted. You muted your.
I'm not muted now. I'm not muted now.
Are you muted now?
Nope.
How about now?
StreamYard's doing that thing where it mute and it doesn't unmute you.
Oh, there you are. You muted now?
No.
Oh, what about now?
No.
Are you muted now?
No.
What about now?
No.
Oh, okay, good, because we got a show to do. Oh, baby. We here.
Sure.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grassy Perna Show. I'm Tom Grassy. That's Brandon Perna, and this is G.P. Yes.
Did you say something about a rap?
I feel like you could lay down the Gronk track of like a Big Boo, and I feel like you could turn it into a beat.
Yeah, because I was working on one before GPS started.
Oh, did you want to share?
I was thinking about maybe putting it in power rankings, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it's good enough.
Over the Big Boo thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
In power rankings, I said, if you come for the crown, you best not miss. And then I was pulling the clip for it, and that's from The Wire, but it's if you come for the king, you best not miss.
Uh-huh.
And then so I was just saying it over and over again. And then I was like, maybe I could shoot a pickup and insert it in there. Because if you come for the crown, Tom, if you come for the king, you best not miss. If you come for the king, you best not miss. If you come for the king, we're going to make you piss your pants. Because we're going to take your life, and then we're going to take your wife, and then we're going to gut you with the knife. If you come for the king, you best not miss. If you come for the king, you best not miss. That's all I got so far.
I mean, I like it so far. It's nice.
It's very violent, very quick.
Yeah, it's a bit violent, but
might be too much. I don't know.
It's 2025. It's just, I feel like everyone's been desensitized to everything. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's when Omar's coming. That's when Omar's coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are we doing today?
Oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about some football. We're going to talk about a Monday night recap. We got some injury updates to talk about. And then we're going to look at every single contender and see what their fatal flaw is.
Yeah.
I really contributed to this title this morning.
Broncos Bears Super Bowl.
No.
Battle of the Bees.
No.
The Bees Knees, guys. The Bees Knees.
Yeah, this is actually an interesting game.
Broncos Bears Super Bowl. Hold on 1 second. Broncos Bears Super Bowl. That will be 3/4 and then just Bo Nix and Caleb Williams trying to one-up each other for comebacks in the fourth.
Yeah, that's true.
0-0, and then we go into the fourth, and game will end 40-38. And I'm not saying who's winning.
If you got beat by the Bears, then that'd be something. I'd be rooting for the Broncos. I know you'd be insufferable for an entire season, but
we could play what the Bears, the Vikings, and the Lions, and you'd be all on board with the Broncos.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few.
I might even root for the Lions to win if they're playing the Broncos.
You're gonna root for the Lions to win?
I might have to root for the Lions just to get their first Super Bowl. I'll be like, we'll be back, guys.
Wow. Well. Pernophilia. Yep.
Nope, we're not doing it.
Oh, pernophilia. It's like the Ophelia.
Oh, yeah, the Lumineers.
But pernophilia.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound great. Monday night, the Cowboys, it is going against the Raiders, right? So anybody could score more than 10 points against them, right?
Yeah, some teams, we don't like to waste points.
Mm.
The Broncos, we're not wasting offensive points. We're saving them for later. That's the way it works in the NFL.
That's fair. Just like Eberflus in that timeout that one time.
Yeah.
That did not carry over.
Go back to the 2013 Broncos, right? Highest scoring offense in NFL history. What happens? Losing the Super Bowl because we wasted all our points. 2015, didn't score a lot of points. Saved them up. Had enough to beat the Panthers. Got the Super Bowl.
I
Just
hate
doing
that
the same thing.
Twist that to make it make sense logically. I'm not a fan of you doing that.
Come on, man. I got it. I'm good at this job.
That's it. No, so it's interesting. Yeah, Cleveland's going against the Raiders, and Shadur Sanders is starting. So is Shadur Sanders, now he's gonna have a week of practice, right? So that should help because I don't know if they let him touch a football since April. I wonder if he is going to be that much of a detriment that is going to outweigh how good the Browns defense is. Very curious because the Raiders are not a good football team. And I think that the Browns defense can stop whatever the Raiders offense is doing. I'm just a little concerned that Max Crosby may destroy him. Could happen.
Yeah.
But
the Browns were not thriving with Dylan Gabriel. They were not thriving with Joe Flacco. They're not going to thrive with Shadur. He's going to probably look terrible.
Happy birthday, Marcus.
He's probably going to look really bad.
Hope it's a great day.
But he does, unlike some other quarterbacks who made their debut this year, he does have a favorable matchup in terms of he's not playing the best team.
Sure.
What was Jackson Dart debuted against
Chargers.
Yep, and they won. Defense. JJ McCarthy debut. Well, what was he was week 1. He came back against
the Bears, but got a win.
Yeah. Cam Ward started the season against the Broncos defense. We now know what a challenge that was. So,
Shook. He just Shuck. Excuse me. Shuck.
It's hard when the name is spelled in no way like it sounds.
Every single time I do it, I'm like, oh, it's Shook. I gotta remember. Nope, it's Shuck.
It's Shuck. It's still wrong.
It's still Shuck. Yep. Oh, True Blue had a good poop apparently.
Wow, do you have a good shit? Congratulations, True Blue. I hope it blew right out your sphincter and was clean. One wipe.
Well, if it blows out, I feel like it's not going to be clean if it blows out.
Good shit's coffee. Not only does it help you poop, we guarantee one wipe. It's a clean sweep.
Or your money back guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very true. Yeah, so Jamar Chase, who was just like, I did not spit on that man. Turns out he did. And then got suspended, appealed to Jordy Nelson, and he was like, nay, you are still going to be suspended. So even though Joe Burrow is practicing again this week, there will be no Jamar Chase against the New England Patriots. So yeah, that's something.
In today's world, in today's NFL broadcast world, you can't get away with it. You can't say, no, I never spit. Maybe in the 80s, 70s, 90s, early 2000s, you could,
60s.
They might not have all the camera angles, but man, you think you're going to be able to lie your way out of not spitting on Jalen Ramsey? There's 700 cameras pointed at you.
But we also can't get the right angle to see if it's a first down or if it's a catch.
Yeah, exactly.
But we will catch you if you spit.
Yeah.
The Kelsey brothers said on their podcast that this year's Chiefs could beat last year's Chiefs. Have they seen this year's Chiefs? Has Travis Kelce seen this year's Chiefs? He's playing on this year's Chiefs, and I don't think that. No,
don't care.
I don't think so.
That sounds like coping to me. Oh yeah, okay.
Anyway, this past Monday, Cowboys defense did with Quentin Williams. What a hell of a debut for Dallas, man. He played really, really well. Overshown came back too. That's going to help a ton. But yeah, Williams was a monster. And that defense was just constantly getting after Gino. And again, the Raiders have no offensive line. Like, it is not good. Ashton Genty was it 6 carries for 6 yards? They were kneeling it before the 2-minute warning just to get the hell out of there. It was definitely a rough game for the Raiders, but for the Cowboys, we talked about that maybe this is not the season where it's all going to come together, right? But getting Williams is a huge addition to that defense. Pickens continuing to play well too. He had that one freaking catch and run, dude, where he run all the way across the side of the field and was running down the sideline and refused to be tackled. So I imagine they're going to be re-signing him as well. And it feels like they could be gearing up if they draft well, for a good 2026 season. Just maybe not going to capitalize this year.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Raiders have a very significant offensive line problem right now. That is a huge part of their problem. I don't think Chip Kelly should be allowed to call plays in the NFL. You've got an 8th overall draft pick that you spent on a running back, and it's looking like a terrible pick right now because you can't even, one, hand the ball off to your running back. 2, when you do, he's got no fucking chance of getting past the line of scrimmage. And when you're backed up in your on the 1 yard line, you let Gino throw it 40 plus times, and then you think, now's the time to try and run it, and you take a safety. The Raiders' offense is so bad, and
you can blame everything on Gino.
Yeah, blame it on Gino.
You remember he said blame it all on me.
Yeah,
late to school, blame it on Gino Smith.
100%, and I will blame it on Gino.
I also love that that's his way of coping with his terrible team, and also maybe not some of his best decisions in play. It's just why don't you blame everything on me? And it's just no, we just want to talk about the bad football. And he's like, no, everything. It's just a little bit too much.
The economic state of Las Vegas, Nevada, blame it on me, Gino Smith. Too much rainfall, Gino. Not enough rainfall, Gino. Pesticides, Gino.
Microplastics.
Processed food, Gino. Canceling your favorite TV show, fucking Gino again.
Oh, man, he did it?
Yep. Assassination of Franz Ferdinand, Gino.
Damn, it was Franz.
Shit, Matt.
He was the one eating the sandwich. I thought it was Gavrilo Principe. That's what I taught all these years, but I did not know it was Gino Smith.
That's the second reference to Franz Ferdinand I've heard in the last 24 hours.
There are not enough references to Franz Ferdinand. So it's true. Now you can start singing again.
Out.
And he started singing again. There you go.
Yeah. No, the Cowboys, though, look.
I will.
I want to see their defense do that against a good offense. Okay? I think obviously bringing in Quinnen Williams, solid. He's going to be good. He's a space eater. He's a run stopper. He can get after the quarterback. He can do all that shit. All right, now let's see you do it against a real football team. When I see that defense lock down another team, I'll be on board with you, Dallas. Because even their offense, which has been very good for most of this season against good defenses, it's kind of disappeared. Cardinals stymied them. Broncos stymied them. So I'm not sold on the Cowboys yet.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if we're going to get an answer this week because they're going up against the Philadelphia Eagles, who they got a bunch of question marks on their offense. So
yeah. I mean, we'll learn more about the Cowboys offense. Against Philly.
Very true.
You can't throw against Philly. You can barely run against Philly. Good luck there. So let's see what the defense looks like when, their offense can't get a big lead and you can't beat the piss out of the poor Raiders.
He's here to show the world. Yeah. So it'll be an interesting game on Sunday. But again, I like the additions on the D line. Very curious about their secondary. We'll see how their linebacker core does, but they'll have their hands full. It'll be interesting. Also, Aaron Rodgers, turns out he does not need surgery on his wrist, and he is not practicing today, but he is looking to play on Sunday against his old, I guess it's, how do I put it? The team that he used to own, but I was looking for a better word there.
Oh.
Trying to renew his ownership, I guess, of the Chicago Bears. And I feel like Bears fans, maybe I'm wrong here. I feel like if you're a Bears fan, you want Aaron Rodgers to play, to have an opportunity to exercise the demons finally once and for all. But we'll see if it's going to be him or if it's going to be Mason Rudolph. Jamar Chase, yeah, he's suspended. Joe Burrow is continuing to practice, so we'll see. I think status still up here again. Joe, I don't know if it's going to be the best idea to go and play on Sunday, but
Don't come back, Joe.
Godspeed.
I swear to Christ, if Joe Burrow comes back, nothing good's going to happen for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It'll be the greatest mistake in NFL history if that man tries to return to that team this season.
I don't think it's going to be good, buddy. I don't think it's going to be good. I mean, just the defense is so abysmal. We're not going to really be talking about the Bengals as contenders today. So just spoilers, just a heads up. Also, the Grossi Pussy could finally be a reality because the New Orleans Saints are set to play an NFL football game in Paris, as early as next season. So we might see a game in Australia next year and a game in Paris. But the Saints are set to play. There has never been a game that I need to go to more.
Wow.
That's true.
Oui. Oh, the Green Bay Packers. Oh.
I grew up with asthma. I'll take up smoking just for that trip, right? Just start hacking up along, why not?
You stink, Green Bay.
That's if there is any opportunity, I really want to commentate that game. I will, and I will do it in a beret. We will go the whole 9 yards.
Boo!
Beautiful. Beautiful. Falcons do have 2 more primetime games this season. Honestly, they're not even the worst team to see in primetime because at least they put on usually like some interesting games, right? Even like the Colts, they go into overtime. The Panthers, they go into overtime. So at least, they're entertaining. That's something. But there's other teams in primetime that are not entertaining.
Dude, we just had 26 million people watching the Broncos dethrone the Chiefs. So
hey, that's big. Yeah,
you may not be entertained, but you're gonna fucking watch.
You're gonna watch. Appreciate you, Doug.
We're the final season of Game of Thrones. You may not like it, but you're watching, aren't you?
You're gonna watch. You're gonna forget about the Iron Fleet. Is there any other things no CJ Stroud playing tomorrow night. That's going to be a really interesting game, Bills versus Texans, because the Bills, again, Josh Allen was like, oh yeah, I'm really good at this sport. Had 6 touchdowns on Sunday, but they're not going to, I don't think, get James Cook going against this really good Texans defense. They were able to battle it out. Also, someone reminded me that we didn't even talk about the Texans Titans. That's how bad that game was on Sunday.
Did we miss that one?
Yeah, we missed that one. The Texans were able to get a win off a last-second field goal. Cam Ward, it was Van down by the river Jefferson, was able to get the tying touchdown. And then the Texans were like, okay, we're done with this. And again, offense still not great, but CJ Stroud will not play tomorrow, so it'll be Davis Mills once again. I think the really fun matchup is going to be that Texans defense against that Bills offense, but
that's not going to be a fun matchup.
I mean, you're just going to have two solid sides of the ball. You just
the Texans defense is really good, so it's going to make that matchup really hard to watch.
I mean, there might not be a whole lot of points.
Yeah. I mean, look, Buffalo, we know their offense can score. We know they can do magical things. The nice thing for Buffalo, and we can get into this more with every team's, tragic flaw or whatever, they cannot stop the run, right? That's been a huge problem for them. Well, the good news is the Texans don't really run.
Correct.
They just don't really do it. Sometimes it looks okay, but I think I like the Bills in that one.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that Stroud's missing yet another game.
We've been waiting on Joe
Mills
Mixon
was all right, but now they're Their boost from Davis is done.
Yeah, I agree with that. Bob Ross, what a bag!
Bob Ross.
Okay, I'll cut my left foot off for my Bears to beat the brakes. Brakes off of Rodgers. If I have to hear that man say that he owns my team one more time, I'll lose it. I'm calling in a favor with the Pope. I mean, Bears fans get to enjoy this entire week, man. They are number one in the division. They're riding high. If they beat Aaron Rodgers, buddy, it's 1985 all over again, man. Like that'll be something. And if Rodgers retires next year too, and so the last game the Bears are able to beat the guy who said that he owned them for years.
What if Rodgers then actually purchases a stake in the Bears?
They name the new stadium after him.
Aaron Rodgers Field. You mentioned DeMarion Overshown returning to the Cowboys. Well,
to the sidelines, took his pants off. Overshown put his pants back on, and he seems to be good to go now.
You got anything to say? Quite frankly, fuck you.
Blame it on me.
Same price as a chip and dip.
There were so many clips in that.
Don't worry, the chip and dip one makes a lot of sense in the context of the full episode. But
is that for winners or losers, or is that?
Oh yeah, baby.
Got it.
Oh yeah.
We have an Aaron Rodgers clip. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Feeding some hungry butts.
That guy needs to stay in California and go somewhere and chew on bark.
Chew on bark.
Butts.
Bob Ross. We'll see on Sunday. We'll see. But yeah, he's going to be trying to play on Sunday. I'm sure Rodgers wants to play really bad. He's like, I want to go play against the Bears one more time. Because is that in Chicago? Or is that, oh my God, it's in Chicago?
Chicago.
Ooh, yeah.
When's Jalen Johnson coming back?
I think they were saying that he comes back in a few weeks, potentially, right?
Let's see here. Jalen Johnson. Maybe back. Keep an eye on week 12. Ooh, it's week 12.
That's it. Oh, there. There you go. Watch Bo Nix play quarterback.
Nice.
Bo Nix.
Whoa.
Bo Nix.
Whoa.
Oh, to the Knicks. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Penix. You're going to have Kirk Cousins, who's going to be starting the rest of the year because he needs an ACL surgery, which sucks.
That's his third one, I think.
Yeah, right? Because, he had it twice already.
I think he's had one in each knee.
Yeah, not great. Not great at all. But, I mean, the Falcons are kind of a mess this season just because they can hang around with teams and they can have like these big wins, but they just can't find any kind of consistency whatsoever. And now in a division where you still have the Buccaneers who are rocking and the Panthers are now surging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Surge. What a great soda.
Wayne. You want to do the Contenders flaws?
No.
Okay, fine. Oh, you wrote Belichick. All you wrote was Belichick in the.
Oh yeah, let me go.
I don't know what that means.
Let me get all up in that. Let me get all up in that Belichick.
Is it going to be a cameo?
No.
Like I wrote Skip Bayless.
No.
No cameo anymore.
All right, let's see here. Let me bring this down where I can see it a little better. Let me zoom in here just a hair. Okay, Belichick. Well, there's some photos of Big Bill at Jordan's
not Big Bill,
co-ed cheerleading team, and somebody just posted this photo of him looking so miserable. Bill Belichick is just this is his life now. This is just Bill's life.
Yeah, how old is she again?
Like 20 something, 25 maybe. My, how the Bills have fallen, huh? How the Bills.
You know what, though? He's getting paid millions of dollars to be a terrible college football coach, right?
Yeah.
So he'll always have that to fall back on. But I like to think that he's in a his own personal hell having to go to this because does he have kids?
Yeah.
He does, right?
Even Belichick, coaching defense for.
Yeah, and so Jordan's younger than his kid. Yes, he's the tongue man. Yes, he is. he is the tongue man.
Wait, this was it. That was Steven.
Yep,
got him. Nailed it.
All right. Well, man, Bill
out there.
Have fun. He's out there, man. He's out there. Yep. They are older than his girlfriend. That's what I was aiming for. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a thing. That's a thing. The Jets trade for Joe Burrow. Man, I think Joe Burrow might retire if that news comes through. He's like, wait a minute, I already had to play behind this O-line with this defense. Now I gotta go there. Garrett Wilson would be the happiest person ever. He's like, finally, I'm saved. But
Joe Burrow way too loyal to the Bengals.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
That was.
Listen, it would be the most Cincinnati Bengals front office move ever if they just extended T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and then they trade Joe Burrow. It would fit right in line, and then they'd be like, all right, you know what, guys? We're going to stick with Joe Flacco. Yeah. But I don't think it's happening.
All right, now we can do every contending team's tragic flaw. Flaw, Tommy, flaw.
We said fatal flaw, remember? We were going with the alliteration.
Fatal flaw. Fatal fatale.
All right, I'll let you take the Broncos since they're number one in the AFC right now. What's their fatal flaw, Brandon? I'll have you say it.
Oh, the Broncos fatal flaw, Tom? I mean, outside of being too good at winning football games, outside of being just the best when the game is the most important, I gotta say,
guttural
inconsistency on offense.
What was that?
Inconsistency on offense.
Oh, inconsistency on offense.
Oh.
Who do you
might be the run game at this point without J.K. Dobbins? Might be the run game overall, but you know what's nice though is, and I talked about this in the recap, but the return of Marvin Mims really shored up a big problem in the return game, the punt return game. So where we were kind of looking at special teams having an issue, that has improved. There have been plays where the special teams have given up big returns this season. I think they're getting a little better there. Will Lutz has been incredible. So overall, I look at defense as a strength, special teams with Marvin Mims back, a strength, fourth quarter offense, a strength, first three quarters, it's a mixed bag. It's just a mixed bag. But Bo Nix played some of his best football against Kansas City last week. He threw it very well. So if that can continue, no flaws, no notes.
Yeah. Okay.
And never forget.
Pero Bo Nix is especial.
Pero. You're muted again.
He's a special.
Pero. And here's the thing. How many of these teams are we going to say consistency on offense? You know, I feel like it's a good amount of teams. And
not the Patriots. They're pretty consistent.
No, the Patriots, so their last two games, I think they only let up 1 sack apiece. But both games before that, they allowed 6 sacks each. I think it was against Cleveland. And then who was it against? Hold on. It was Cleveland. They allowed 6. It was Atlanta. So, and before that was Tennessee, which was 4. I feel like that's my biggest concern with them right this second is just protecting Drake May. And while the protection definitely has been better, there you go. He's the second most sacked quarterback, in the league right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm a little concerned about right this second. Henderson in the run game has really been a great boost for that offense. The way that Drake May is playing is great. So I don't really have a ton of concerns other than that. But yeah, that's probably my biggest concern for them right now.
Yeah, and I think with the Patriots, You are concerned about their strength of schedule once they get into the playoffs a little bit. Just because, I mean, you look at the old Patriots, right? They always had a easy schedule because the AFC East was never super competitive. It was like maybe every other year, one of the other AFC East teams kind of gave them a run for their money. Not by the end of the year, but like, oh no, we're going to lose to the Dolphins late. So I think playing like a favorable schedule isn't as big of a deal as most people want to make it out to be. But once the playoffs start and the Patriots got to play, complete teams, good teams, then we'll see where they're at.
The chat was saying outside of Henderson, like the lack of run game. And yeah, that's why Henderson has been such a boost. And I have the feeling like even when Ramondre comes back, I feel like they're just going to keep on feeding Henderson. And I think at the bare minimum, they're going to have a good run game. You just got to hope that he stays healthy. But as of right now, I don't think there's anything that's going to be an issue, at least in that department. Dart be benched. Well, apparently he's in line to play on Sunday. So if he's good to go, you got Scattaboo on Monday Night Raw, pushing and shoving wrestlers. So he's ready to get back in there. But no, I don't think that he's going to get benched for the rest of the season. I think they're going to try and be as competitive as possible. Yeah.
Like if you're worried about like keeping your quarterback healthy, like you're fucked. Dude is a rookie. He's got to play. He's got to get reps. He's got to be ready for next year. He's got to be ready for his next head coach.
Well, the Falcons blow it all up. I mean, I think you could see Raheem getting fired at the end of the year. If they don't make the postseason, which I don't think they're going to, yeah, I think that you could see it happen. But then you just got to hire well, which is no gimme. No gimme.
There you go. We were just talking about it. The Texans, 419 from Chubb, 348 from Woody.
Well, the issue is like Joe Mixon, who was expected to miss like a decent chunk of the season. We have no idea when he's coming back. And like, that was one of the big surprises of last year of, Joe Mixon playing really darn well on the Texans. Because he was all right on the Bengals near the end of there, but it just seemed like, okay, he kind of did everything he could do.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hasn't played at all.
I'm not going to lie. I forgot Joe Mixon existed.
Where's Caleb on that,
about Joe Mixon?
Where's Caleb on that sack list? Why are you saying that like it's an insult? Yeah, the Bears finally addressed the trenches, and now that's one of the big reasons why the Bears are winning football games. I didn't do it.
Caleb?
I haven't said anything otherwise. Where he's down there though, dude.
Look at that. Taysom Hill, no sacks so far. Cooper Kupp, 0 sacks. Dude, I fucking hate this shit when you're trying to sort through this.
Correct. It makes
like they put in anybody who's made a pass attempt, and you can't filter it. Both ESPN and the NFL. Be better on your websites, guys.
Yeah.
You're really pissing me off. Can't you tell? Cole Kmet, he's got 0 sacks. Thanks, ESPN. Oh, thank you for making this. Oh, RJ Harvey, 0 sacks. You got to scroll all the way the fuck down here just to get what you're looking at. All right. I hate being inconvenienced, even when it's mildly. Shedeur Sanders already taken 2 sacks, so he can make some ground.
Yeah, just hit the show more.
Where is Caleb? There he is, 16 sacks.
There you go.
Right,
I would Jordan Love.
Look at that. Jordan and Caleb Williams are exactly the same quarterback.
That's not true.
Except Caleb's way better at getting out of sacks. He's so much more elusive than Jordan Love.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see the Bears in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, Patriots. I worry a little bit because like once they start going up against some good defenses, like dude, right now, Patriots Broncos. Someone asked me that the other night, and they're like, "What do you see?" And I was like, honestly, I feel like it depends on where it's played. But yeah, I think if it's in Denver, I got the Broncos. And if it's in New England, I might pick the Patriots. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's gonna be something. We might see it in the playoffs. I can't wait.
Yeah, look at these 4 guys. Allen, Mahomes, Mayfield, Goff, each sacked 20 times.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Oh, Lamar Jackson. Here's a good one for the Ravens in terms of one of their fatal flaws. And I do think they are a contender, Tom.
Yeah.
And I found this for power rankings, but their
love it, Brandon. I love it.
Their sack percentage that they're allowing, one of the highest in the league. So Lamar, 23 sacks, but you got to remember he missed a bunch of games.
He did.
So he's climbing the charts, and you really don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Now, Lamar always kind of takes like a high number of sacks. It's always like the surprising thing I notice about Lamar Jackson because he's so elusive, right? He's so good at making plays with his legs. But because of that, I think you extend yourself a little too frequently, and Lamar has always been a little sack prone.
Yeah. Yeah. Brandon, I completely agree. Like the fact that every team has a flaw it makes it so much fun. Because like these playoffs are going to be so unpredictable, man. Like we were talking about this on Monday. Like that wild card round is truly going to be a wild card. I can't wait because
that's going to put the wild back in the word wild.
That's right. Well, it's, what is it? The super mega ultra wild card because they got that extra game now. So yeah. And we will find out how good the Bears are. Yep.
We'll find out how good every team is,
That is fair, Brendan. There are throws that it's like, wow. And then it's like, oh.
Right now in this moment that are probably better. And then they will not be come January.
Yeah.
Like I would say the Broncos are better than a lot of teams. I can make that argument very fairly.
Yeah.
Come January, who knows? The Colts by January, don't fucking know. The Chiefs by January, don't know. Packers by January, don't know.
Yeah.
Rams, I think, are going to be... The Rams are the team that I'm going to be like, you know what? They're going to be good in January. And probably the Eagles as well. Eagles do it a little uglier, but I trust them based on the fact that they won the Super Bowl last year. Rams, most complete team right now, in my personal, correct, very humble, but accurate opinion.
And the Seahawks, dude, like they said, I mean, you look at the play calling at the end of that game, but the Seahawks were still right there, even with 4 interceptions. So
and that's their flaw is if they play the Rams, Tom, they're fucked. Season's over in the playoffs. Sam
Rams
Darnold
are just
beat the Rams. Sam Darnold's scared of the Rams. Sam Darnold pees his pants around the Rams. That's their flaw. It's the Rams. It's Sam Darnold. He's got a Ram problem.
Yeah. He's just scared of him.
I'm trying to find this thing. Here we go. There we go. Got it. Nailed it.
I don't see anything. Oh, there we go.
Bam. Bam. Sack percentage. Ravens, 10.3. And there you go with your Patriots, 10.1. So
ask Brandon Perna about this. Dude, when he had Russell Wilson as quarterback and he's like, oh, I'm never going to throw in the middle ever. Yeah, no, that's a sign of things progressing. Dude, Ben Johnson, I think he has lived up to the hype in Chicago. Sorry, continue, Brandon.
Oh, who's number 1 in sack percentage?
Oh, Jesus.
God bless Bo Nix and that dominant Denver offensive line. Look at that, 3.2%. So good. Rams, 4. Seahawks, 3.5. Cowboys, the Tylers know how to block in Dallas. And the Chicago Bears, 4.6, Tom. Just a tiny bit better than the Packers.
Yep.
But yeah, these are all contending teams.
It's a good call.
Let's see. How many of let's see here. You got Broncos, playoff team. Yes. Seahawks. Yes. Rams. Yes.
Sure.
Falcons should be, but no. Cowboys, maybe. Bears. Yes. Niners. Yes. Packers. Yes. Chiefs. Yes. Bucks. Yes. Bengals, look at that. And why did they get better? Because Joe Flacco. Let's see if Joe Burrow returns, can they stay in the top 15 in sack percentage? I don't know. Steelers, yes. Lions, yes. Colts, yes. Bills, yes. Is this the most indicative? Now you got, here's Chargers problem. There it is. Look, they're getting Justin Herbert. It wasn't just that, he's getting sacked. Last game, he got the piss beat out of him.
He did.
And I don't know. I feel like something bad's going to happen.
I just like you can't keep getting hit over and over and over again.
No.
And the problem is like there's no help coming for the Chargers, right? And it already feels like, okay, they've been dealing with it. When Rashawn Slater went down before the season, right? It was like, oh man, like this is a huge loss.
Yeah.
And then Joe Alt got hurt. Then Joe Alt got back. And then Joe Alt got hurt again. And it's like, okay, well now what do you do? Like Penning is not going to save them. And unfortunately, as we're talking about with the Broncos, as we're talking about with the Patriots, if they make it to the postseason, like they're going to be going up against some really good teams. Like when Denver plays the Chargers again, that's going to be tough going against that defense.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're in the rushing stats here for these teams. You got the Bills averaging the most rushing yards per game, and I believe they're allowing the second most rushing yards against them.
Sounds about right.
But let's look at 10-plus yard runs. Oh, the Chicago Bears, number one in explosive run plays. And you got the Ravens, that makes sense. But the Bear, like what Ben Johnson's doing to fix that offense in Chicago,
dude,
it has happened incrementally. It has happened slowly, but we've got a solid body of work now. And it's like he's doing that with DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai, who we didn't know who the fuck that was a couple weeks ago. Like, you got to feel good about that if you're a Bears fan.
Yeah. Yeah. So
who has the most rushing touchdowns?
I mean, and you also look at look at the Lions right now. You know, they're trying to figure stuff out. And again, they're going up against a very good defense in Philadelphia, right? But there's been massive inconsistencies with their offense. And Ben Johnson, we talked about like that impact of like having to change coordinators. Yeah, I mean, because even if you're a Lions fan right now, I mean, like Morton does not seem like the answer. You know, even if Dan Campbell like figures it out and he's going to be calling plays for the rest of the year, like, okay, then what the hell are you doing with John? You know?
Yeah. Who do the Lions play next?
The Packers are on Thursday, but they're playing the Giants.
Okay. Man, Giants got a decent defense. I think the Lions offense will look good again, though, against the Giants.
Yeah.
And here's another one for the Chargers. If we're talking about the Chargers and their flaw as a playoff team, just 5 rushing touchdowns this year, along with the Steelers, along with the Texans. That's an issue, especially come playoff time.
We'll see.
Colts, Bills.
Jordan wants to know what running back you want for the Broncos.
Yeah, I love Jamal Williams. You know that. You know I love me some Jamal Williams.
Everybody loves Jamal Williams.
Give me 10 2-yard rushing touchdowns from Jamal Williams for the rest of the season. I'll take him. Yeah, Denver right in the middle there at 11 rushing touchdowns.
Are we getting back to fatal flaws?
That's what I just said that.
I know.
Just said these guys, Chargers, just 5 rushing touchdowns this year. That's a fatal flaw. Said it 1 minute ago.
Yeah, but go back to the list where you actually had the standings.
Well, this is a better list.
Okay.
We're
Chargers,
at metrics.
Offensive line, run game right now. Yes, both significant issues. Justin Herbert just trying to survive until the end of the season. Are we just going to go? We're not doing AFC, NFC anymore. We're just going to do.
We're just picking team by team here.
Okay, cool. Rams. Who do you got the Rams as your fatal flaw for?
They don't have one. They're the only team I don't think has a fatal flaw, Tom. Maybe Josh Carty. Maybe it's their kicker.
Let me see.
Maybe it's that Devontae Adams can't score a touchdown that's longer than 4 yards. Like, what do we... Let me look up kickers real quick.
Yeah, because they have a top 15 run defense right now. They have... Yeah, they're kind of middle in the pack with their passing defense, too. Let's see here.
We're going to go on field goal percentage here.
Yeah, they have a different kicker now.
Is Carty gone? Is he gone?
Yeah.
Who's their kicker now?
Mevis.
Who?
Mevis. Mevis.
Ah. Yeah, he doesn't even... Let's see, where's Nevis? When did they cut Carty?
Yeah, secondary's okay. It's nothing like crazy. Their run game. All right, so their run game is okay.
Kicker, the kicker.
They're in the bottom half of the league right now for their rushing attack.
No, they still have Cardi.
But Matthew Stafford's really freaking good.
Who is the Rams kicker? Harrison Mevis, who has taken the role from Josh Cardi. Is Cardi
he's from Mizzou.
Is he still on the roster?
From Mizzou. Yep. There you go. Perna should root for the Bears.
Yeah. They still have Cardi on roster.
Don't let him down.
Okay, so it's kicker. They don't know their kicker. They don't know who the fuck should kick their field goal.
Oh, it's the thicker kicker. That guy.
That's the Rams' fatal flaw.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nobody knows who their kicker is. And that's actually a good thing for the Rams because
Mevis.
we haven't had to notice, right?
Yeah. That's also true. Crazy. That is very true. Yeah, I mean, they are a very balanced football team. Like, run game's okay. You know, secondary is not like incredible, but they are a very good balanced football team. So I think you have a lot of confidence if you're a Rams fan right now, because even like the games, like they're going toe to toe, like, because they lost against the Eagles, right? But they went toe to toe with them. The 49ers earlier in the year, it took overtime, you know, for them to win. I'm talking about the 49ers. So, and they beat the crap out of them. So, yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah,
they're a very, very good team. So,
Seattle, I think we know what their fatal flaw is, and it is Sam Darnold's recent massive increase in interceptions.
Yeah, I feel like that's your biggest concern because the secondary is going to get better. Their D-line is so good. I feel like you could maybe look at, because their run game.
He has thrown an interception in the last 4 games. Yeah. He threw 4 last week, obviously. So that's going to skew his total. But that's 4 interceptions against a good defense. You worry about that. Pick against the Cardinals, a pick against the Commanders, a pick against the Texans.
Their run game's kind of middle of the pack right now, too. So, yeah, if it comes, because if it comes down just to Sam Darnold, results may vary. We'll see. But yeah, I feel like that's their biggest problem right now.
Who's the king of checkdowns right now? Let's take a look.
Well, I mean,
Dylan Gabriel, shortest yards per attempt. Okay. They're not a playoff team. Kyler, yeah. JJ McCarthy, not a playoff. Dude,
look, Bo Nix is there, number 9.
Yeah, but Bo Nix also has a league-leading 26 drops. And all of those drops are on deep balls. So
that is fair.
It is, you know. I will say this about Bo. Like, it's the middle passing game that, like, has, I think, a lot of room to improve. Middle of the field and mid-tier passing game as well, in terms of, like, you know, I guess like just outside of 10 yards or whatever. That has been inconsistent, and it's not just a Bo problem. It's the combo. Sometimes it is Bo. Sometimes it's Troy Franklin dropping a pass. And even in that Chiefs game, 2 major drops from Troy Franklin. So, and guess who's tied with Bo Nix for most drops? The man right under him, Trevor Lawrence.
No shocker there.
So, or Trevor's just a point yard better. So another flaw for maybe the Jags and Bo Nix is just hands of their team. Packers could catch up. Packers could catch up.
They're trying, man. They're trying.
Right? And we all know, like, when you're watching your team, you see how impactful a drop can be. And in that game against the Giants, it was the thing that almost cost Green Bay.
On both sides of the ball.
There's all those picks as well, but, like, luckily, you guys made some of the best catches when it mattered. And that's, end of the day, that's all you care about. But
yeah.
And it was Dobbs having, you know, 2 really bad drops in that game. He's usually your more reliable guy,
isn't he?
He's been
solid. Yeah, I mean, like, he's had a couple drops, but no, he's been like a go-to guy. Yeah, but Christian Watson, man, Savion Williams, they both had like incredibly clutch catches. So It depends on how annoying Perna is the day of the Super Bowl, Ryan, about rooting for the Rams over the Broncos. That's going to be the complete determining factor.
Wow. How dare you?
Let me ask you this, Brandon. What team scares you right now in the postseason?
In the AFC?
Yeah. Because your defense is so good.
Honestly, probably the Ravens.
That'd be interesting. Okay.
I just I don't like the way the Broncos match up against them, and I'm basing that off of last year. But nobody. When you have a defense that's top 5, you feel like you got a chance every game. So really, another team that would scare me, Tom, is the Texans for the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to make the postseason.
That was a very close game, and our offense against their defense is winning. They are dominating that matchup at this point.
Yeah.
It's not the Chiefs, and I'm not saying the Broncos would guarantee. Like, I'm not going to say they would definitely win that game, but like, you can make plays against the Chiefs defense right now. You can slow down their offense. The Colts, we already played them once and it was close. The Colts offensive line did a great job against our defensive front. I mean, like, the Rams on the NFC would scare me. I guess if like the Bills offense was having a hot day, that would be a problem. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Broncos, Eagles, it would be interesting. We'll see. Yeah, I feel like, because if we talked about the Bills, right? So their problem is they're inconsistent on offense too, but you have, I think their biggest fatal flaw is that defense, especially that run defense. They face a good running team and they're in trouble. So that's not great. That is what I would be concerned about. No week 12
What's the
picks.
Chiefs' fatal flaw?
They come out every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night.
What do you think the Chiefs' fatal flaw is, Tom?
There's a few things. Simmons coming back, but like protection right now for Mahomes is pretty terrible. Their D-line is not great. Their D-line is very not very impressive right now.
Yeah, it's their inability to commit to running a football.
That also,
and you heard Andy Williams. What? You heard Andy Reid throw a little bit of shade on his own QB, old Patty Mahomes.
Yeah,
saying, no, the run plays are getting called, but in today's NFL, that doesn't mean a run play is going to happen.
Yeah,
he basically said in the nicest way possible, like, I'm dialing up runs, but I've got a quarterback who I trust, who's been very good, who's checking out of those runs, maybe a little more than I would like him to do. And I think for the first time ever, for the Reid Mahomes era, you're seeing the Chiefs lack of commitment to a more balanced offense kind of being the thing that's holding them back, and one reason they haven't been able to win the close games. So
Broncos being the Honolulu flu.
Ooh, yeah, dude. Teams after they play Denver, they've been struggling.
Steelers, their flaw right now, because they're on top of the AFC North.
They got many flaws.
They got a few. they definitely have a few. Exist on offense. Yep.
And I basically called the Steelers the most volatile team in the league. Some weeks, defense top 5. Other weeks, defense bottom 10.
Yeah.
And their offense is not good enough where if their defense is playing bottom 10, they're not going to win.
Yeah. If the Jaguars are still up there, catching the football can be problematic at times, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was like Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix.
Yep.
I think each of their teams have 26 drops on them. So you got to catch.
Not ideal.
Yards per game on offense. There you go. Steelers. They're 5th worst in the league right now at 286.9 yards.
True. Yeah, broken wrist is an issue
down there though too. Look at Philly.
Dude.
I know the Eagles, Flaw.
It's their offensive play calling. You know, Saquon Barkley has had not a great season at all on the ground. You know, he's still struggling. So, yeah, I think it's just, again, it's consistency on offense. I know that there are many Eagles fans that want Patullo to just be left somewhere, and they just forgot where they left him. But, yeah, I mean, that's definitely probably their biggest, because their defense, especially these last 2 weeks, holy cow, they're looking good. So
and their offensive line hasn't been fully healthy. They're going to be without Lane Johnson now. Yeah. I saw a thing. They haven't had their starting offensive line unit out there all together for more than one game this season. So when you look at the Eagles' identity, it starts with the offensive line on offense. It's just been that way. And I don't think Jalen Hurts gets enough credit just for winning games. But yeah, those would be two issues there for Philly.
Mile High Fever.
Mile High Fever.
Bears with their flaw. I mean, obviously their secondary is a little beat up right now. But I think it comes down to being tested a little bit more, right? Like if I'm saying the same exact thing about the Packers, right? Like we're about to figure out who these teams actually are, you know, in the end of November and December. So the Bears have definitely developed and improved and progressed this season, which is what you want to see if you're a Bears fan. But yeah, we're about to find out how good they actually are.
This is what's so funny too about like the Broncos, Tom. Like you want to talk about them, and you're like, the problem is their offense, right? Like it's an easy thing, like their offense.
Sure.
But this season, like they're number 8 in total touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks bad at times. They come in bunches. You know, they got one. There's just one more touchdown for the Chiefs this year on offense than Denver.
Yeah.
So, you know, they eventually get in there. A lot of those came against the Cowboys and Giants, though, if we're being honest.
Packers, it has to be offensive. Good God, is it offensive inconsistencies? And also their offensive line. Their O-line has not been good this year. And
look, you're right there too. 28 TDs for the Packers.
There you go. Yeah, Packers offensive line, not great. Yeah, losing Tucker freaking sucks, man. I'm actually curious because we could be getting good news today about Jaden Reed and Marshawn Lloyd. We still haven't seen Marshawn Lloyd at all. But Jaden Reed coming back is going to be a huge boost to that offense. Just another target because they utilize him all over the field. Yeah. So I like that.
Look at that. Riley Moss has played the second most snaps in the NFL this season.
Lions, I think we already talked about them too. It's offensive inconsistencies. You look at the play calling, which, you went from Morton, then you go to Campbell. They got to pray they also don't play outside because Jared Goff is very different outside. And then also the protection for him has not been as good as well.
Yeah, I'd say it's their interior, some of the interior pressure. The Eagles did a really good job of blowing up Goff's pocket. And you get Goff off time, off rhythm, that's when he becomes a very pedestrian quarterback, right? Like, give him protection, and he is surgical. He's as good as anybody.
Sure.
That disruption, yeah, that's tough.
Buccaneers
game on defense. Let's see here.
Buccaneers flaw, injuries, overall health, I think is a big problem for the Buccaneers. They are still without their top receivers and also their starting running back. So
sure,
a little bit problematic there for the Buccaneers.
Look,
I would love to see them at full strength.
4 playoff teams right here, and they are in bottom 10 in yards allowed this season. Yeah. Steelers defense, 1 week, very, very good. Another week, not so good. Bears, I think this, if and when Jalen Johnson returns, I think this is going to start to dip.
Had some problems week 1, didn't he?
Who's given up the most touchdowns? Bengals. That's no surprise. Bears have given up a lot of points. The Niners. Yeah, the Niners, their defense is their flaw. Obviously, it's been injuries, though. It's not because of anything other than they've lost their 2 best players on defense in Warner and Bosa.
Panthers, because they have to be talked about as a contender now.
Oh yeah,
they do. Dude, like it's fascinating because after Bryce's near 450-yard performance, we would have said Bryce Young. If this is happening last week, we would have said him because like Rico was literally carrying that offense. But now I'm just gonna say consistency because like, can he do it again? Because there have been some rough games for Bryce and they've still been able to win because they got to rely on Rico. But when they played the Saints, they couldn't do that. And Bryce Young didn't play well and they lost.
I think Bryce throws for 400 every week for the rest of his life.
Think so?
Yeah. Why not?
There you go. Yeah, that's fair.
We missed anyone?
We did Rams and Seahawks. So, yeah. But that's what makes it fun, man. I feel like there's so many offenses that are so week to week that it is going to make the postseason so much fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Oh, did we talk about the Colts flaws?
No.
Okay. Colts, I feel like if you don't get Jonathan Taylor going, that's when things get problematic. And so like you worry a little bit about the turnovers. There's been a few games where Daniel Jones has had those. But I feel like that's probably their biggest, their secondary, we'll see how Sauce plays, as the season goes along. But
that's why they brought him in, right? So they're giving up the 8th most passing yards per game at the moment. I think Sauce is actually going to help that quite a bit.
That's what your hope is.
I think it's mostly just still believing in Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
We love him. We love the story, but let's see what Daniel Jones is when the playoffs start.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've only seen him in the playoffs, in 2 games.
When he beat the Vikings.
He beat the Vikings, and then they weren't good the next game. I forget who they played after that, but
Chiefs are similar to 06 Patriots. Yeah, I feel like there is not enough to compensate for the mediocre play at time. And like their defense, I feel like has gotten worse from where it was last year because their defense was doing a lot of the heavy lifting last season. And now they can't fully rely on that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna be able to get it together, man. They don't have an easy schedule coming up.
And I would say average quarterback. That'd be my only note there for you. So the Chiefs with their average quarterback aren't very good right now.
Oh, it's Philadelphia. Got it.
I mean, how many quarterbacks can throw 2 interceptions on the same drive?
Thank you.
Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick.
That's pretty good. Pardo, what do you got coming out today, bud?
Power rankings. The rankings of power.
Fair.
Did you just 6-7 us, Tom?
Say again?
Did you just 6-7 us?
No, I didn't. There was not this.
You did it. You are such a trendy little bastard.
That's this. That 6-7's this. I was doing this.
Carmi does it every day.
Does she?
We were working on. We were doing a little math with her last night, and subtraction, and it was like 10 minus 3, and she was like counting it after she like moved them away, and she was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're like, so what is 10 minus 3? And she wouldn't stop saying 6, 7. Like, no, it's 7. You know that it's 7. She's like, I know, I'm just joking.
Oh God.
Like this whatever this is needs to stop.
Stop. See, no, Brandon.
Yes, it does.
This is coming from a teacher. You just have to start doing it all the time.
I can't.
You can.
Nope.
Like, and make it dumb too. Like every time, and then I promise you, it'll stop.
If I just start doing it around all the kids when I'm dropping off
it'll
school,
stop. It will
see
stop.
an adult doing it.
There
you go.
Nothing to get it to stop.
I hear Kirk Herbstreit doing it, and it's fucking over.
Yep, that's it. So, last night put out scripted and also power rankings. So today it'll be out late tonight. Will be predictions. I gotta take the puppers to the new vet. So this is gonna be, will be an experience today. So we'll see. There you go, Brad. But not anymore.
Yeah. He's been bailed out more than anybody. We all know it.
Weaponizing adulthood. Yes.
There you go.
That's it. Well, folks, we appreciate the hell out of you. We'll see you again on Friday. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated. You reached
To the sidelines, took his pants off. Overshown put his pants back on, and he seems to be good to go now.
You got anything to say, quite frankly, fuck you.
Blame it on me.
Same price as a chip and dip.
Destination.